Alrighty, Doc here from North America. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It is Tuesday, and tomorrow is like Friday here in the United States. We have two Fridays in the United States this time of the year. We have um, Thanksgiving on Thursday, which shuts the whole country down, and so things get a little choppy because people are trying to get away tomorrow afternoon. That's a normal day. And then on Friday, after we're being closed on Thursday, we have just a half a day. So we just do the opening market in the morning, and then we roll all the way into like right around after lunch, around 1 o'clock, we're closed. So it's just a half a day. So that kind of turns it into even more of a confusion, I guess you could say, in many ways with the United States and the markets. And that is the process that we have here in the States. So anyway, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to our shortened week here in the States. I'll be doing my webinars every morning. I have no problem doing that. And we'll go from there. Alrighty, let's check it out. You can see up on the screen, you can see J4X, you can see the dollar index moving down again because the traders, the bond traders, and the money managers really believe we are kind of at the end of this interest rate increase. Now, they're not willing to commit in the sense of the word. It's like the written and the verbal. But they are willing to invest. They're willing to put money down and start saying, okay, well, if we're wrong, well, at least we're only wrong for the next 3 to 6 months. And that's what I was talking about yesterday in the webinar. And that is that hey, Robin, the way it works is exactly that. That's exactly what happens. In other words, they look at the markets and they say, okay, look, we don't want to buy the low. We want to buy the low average. And so they dollar cost average into the market. And that's what we're always seeing there. Now there's the dollar index on our beta. And then let's show you the dollar, you can dollar index here on the platform we use at the moment. You can see here 4 weeks in a sell. You can see same thing with the fast algorithm versus the slow algorithm. They both have been working together, taking it on the chin, I guess you could say, moving down. And you can see the same thing's been going on with the dollar. There's the mountain top, the mountain west top. That's what it is right there. And I understand Mountain, texted Robin yesterday and said, "Hey, it's all moving the way I wanted." And it's like, God bless you. I see chat disconnected. Please wait while because I don't know, something's going on with chat. Chat is being chat. Sign into chat. There we go. There we go. And there's chat. Okay, there we go again. Going through a commercial again. Chat being tenaciously aggressive. There it is. There's Robin again. And chat is fine again. All right, so that's what we talked about yesterday. We didn't add the caveat of the two I always call it the 2 Fridays in the year, and so we have a Wednesday that's the Friday, and we treat that with as the close of the week. Actually, on our weekly numbers, we really do. We pay attention to that. And then same situation on the following app. Then there's Thursday. The whole nation is closed. Everybody's eating turkey and playing football and doing all kinds of things, celebrating William Bradford and the Pilgrims and the beginning of religious freedom and the development of free men and women and just the slow 158-year adventure to 1776. That's right. This is 1618, the third settlement in the New World in the United States. It goes Jamestown, Gloucester, and then Plymouth Rock. And so this is the third one, and this is the beginning of the building of America. with 152 years or 158 years. See, 20 and 1776. So that's 56. Yeah, 158 years of freedom to think and write and philosophize and grow food and not have people take it away from you, and just a freedom that is not really seen. And by 1776, they declared their independence. 158 years later, to the King of England, we fight a little civil war over it, combination, domestic war, foreign war, the whole bit, And so this is the holiday we celebrate. We call it the Thanksgiving of us surviving the harsh winters here and growing and developing and trading, open markets. Was it Smith, the one that has all these great books about Adam Smith, about free markets, free people, and he's involved. And Benjamin Franklin, who's an older man in the later years, is involved. And Adam Smith's book helps to develop the Constitution of the United States and the Federalist Papers and the trains of thought and what will govern America. And so this is the holiday really of free markets, free people. This is what this holiday really represents. So that's that. That's a good way of describing it. I don't think I've ever described it that way. Maybe this will become. Maybe I'll have like a holiday webinar talking about free markets, free people, and the history of the of our known world at this point, and how it developed through this holiday. That's what it really comes down to. All right, let's get over to the currencies. Let's move to 2023, not 1618. And we'll move to not 1776, but 2023 or 2023. And there you see it there. And when we slide back to the new platform, let's see what we have here. You look on J4X, you can see the fast stochastic right there is at 5.9. The slow is at 9.7. So that pressure is still pouncing on the dollar. And just like we've said, with the mountain top or Mountain West top right there at 106.98, it was part of the big ABC, I guess you could say, in some fashion or another. Let's see if we can put this in as a weekly. You'll be able to see it even better. There's the weekly. And as you can see there's the big top, 114.721. Then it was a big ABC down, and then this is the B, and now we're probably working a C. I think we're just going to look like a lot of this area here. It wouldn't surprise me if it, this kind of does that choppy up and down, and then we'll see how much weakness really lasts. I don't really expect to see the dollar fall too much more after the next 9 months. So we got a good 7, 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, something like that. And then after November, the beginning of November, it'll be and here we are at the middle of November. So it's 11 and a half months. We'll know what the dollar is going to look like. That's when the dollar should be basing itself all the way to then. So we have about 11 and a half months of this type of action, probably choppy and upside down, twisted, turned, the whole bit. Let's see what the go like that, and then we go back down like that. Let's take a look. There we go. You can see the fast stochastic on the weekly is at 15, almost 8, 15.8. The slow is at 23.15. So there's a lot more room on the pressure to go. It can get down. If we can see the daily at 5, why can't we see the weekly get down to 5? And that'll make Mountain West even more happier. So go, enjoy. So from there, now let's go over to the beta. The beta, which is fascinating. The beta is, there's the beta. Let's just make sure it's a dollar index. And you can see there the weekly, it's 5 full weeks now in a sell, whereas our other platform is 4 full weeks in a sell. And when we go and look at J4X, it looks somewhat of the same thing. You can see for sure there there is 4 full weeks, 4 red hinkies. And watching the combination of the, let's see where they shifted gears. So that's at 37. That one is at, let's see, right there. Maybe that would be it, at 43. So let's see if we can do this. Let's make this the whole screen. We don't investigate it all the time, but let's just do it today. Because we're always running and gunning. And so there's, is that matching up? I guess that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Okay. So it's right there. That little hiccup. We're looking at 67 on the fast stochastic. On what's that date? The 23rd. And the 23rd is right there. It is at 60. Is that the 23rd? There's the 23rd. It's at 69. So it breaks down on the 23rd for sure. And so, and then on our new platform, our beta that we offer, anybody would like to use it for a little while just to kick the tires on it. You know, give it a 3 or 4 weeks of try, if not more. What we have here is the 23rd. Let's put it up on the screen again. And what we have here is it went into the weekly sell of the 23rd, the closing week of the 23rd. And so that's what's going on here. And this is the 5th week. All right. Now, from there, we might as well slide over. Nobody's asking. It's been quiet here, too. I've noticed not many people have been asking questions lately. It's been real quiet. I guess everybody's just trying to digest what's going on. You know, it's definitely the world is upside down and twisted and turned and very confusing. Let's put the euro up there this morning. And there's the euro. You can see the daily has been climbing and climbing and climbing. We have that same thing going on with the, where is it at? Right. Let's see. Right. Where's 6E? There's 6E right there. The futures contract. And you can see a 60. See how it's going on a 5th week in the buy there. And you can see here, you know, it's 6 days in a buy. You know, marching along just happily, just like that is right there. As a matter of fact, what was that? 3. It's going on a 7th here. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's a daily. I'm sorry. And then on the daily here, yep, we're just 6 on the daily there. Okay. And 5 weeks on the weekly. Now, take a look at the other platform, the other Chicago quant platform, and we go right. No, we don't. We go down here. There it is. And that's. Oh, I was looking at the Euro GBP. It's interesting. It's starting to really firm up again. And there's the Euro. You can see right there. You know, we got 3. This is 6 days, and you know it's holding strong. And you got a good 4 weeks of this going on. We're on the 4th week, whereas on the beta, we're on the 5th week, right there. Time for a sip of tea. After 15 minutes of talking, it seems fair enough. All right. Now, from the euro, we'll go to the cable. We'll put the cable up on which one are we putting? Let's put it up on J4X first. There's dollar cable. Or in this case here, it's cable dollar, just like it's euro dollar. So they do the euro and the cable the same way they do spot, which is curious because then they take the yen and the Swiss and the Canadian and they do it the reverse. It's a dollar Canadian, dollar yen, dollar Swiss. But here, you know, the world does pay attention to cable dollar, and our futures go cable dollar, so you can match them up pretty well. All right, and then over here, let's put it up on the beta. Beta 6B. 6B. There's 6B. Where are you, 6B? There's 6S. That's the Swiss. That's the yen. Let's find 6B. There's 6L. That's the... wonder what they're doing to the... we'll have to take a look at that. The Brazilian. Because of the big victory down in Argentina. Major victory in Argentina. Adam Smith takes over country after 4 centuries. Adam Smith, disciple out of the Chicago School of Economics, a PhD in economics, is now the president of Argentina, believing in free markets and free people and less government. So that's going to be real interesting. Maybe Argentina, one of the world's largest food producers, will now become a better entity instead of always being in debt and declaring bankruptcy. Maybe it'll teach Chile some new tricks. Chile, had another sip of tea there. Chile was a fantastic country, believing in free markets and free people. And it got sloppy over time. The socialists got in there. Now they've actually taken full control back about 3 years ago, and the country is in disaster. It looks like Bidenville. Bidenville 2. Joe Biden Bill 2. Yes, indeed. All right, now, inflation everywhere, government spending everywhere, growth down at the bottom end of the range, unemployment, everything being twisted and turned. All right, and there it is right there. There's the cable. That is the futures contract. That is 5 weeks in a weekly buy. And we have 2 days in is it 2 days in a daily buy? Let's see what it looks like. It is there, isn't it? It's 2 days in a daily buy. Let's move that up a little bit. Yeah, 2 days. I guess that because of the red there, it got banged down a little bit. And now I know that we're putting it on our spreadsheet. We had a red and a green on there, and that has disappeared on us too, which is a little disappointing. No, there's a red and green right there. So we had the red and green right there on the 3rd day. So that was fine. It stayed. That's why we stayed in the buy for 4 days, 5 days, almost 6 days. Yeah, this is the 6th day right there. So let's see if we can point that out a little bit better right there. Yep. And let's put it over here. You can see the platform we use now. There's that red and green. So it's 6 full days in a buy, just like here. So the beta gave it a little charge on the downside. We need to get the dots straightened out on this. That's the last of the challenges, to get the dots straightened out on our beta. But it's a lot better than anything else on the planet, unless you can find one better. If you can, bring it here and we'll challenge it and see we'll do it live, see who is better. That's it, the Algo Wars. All right, and then from there we slide over to the Swiss. And there's the Swiss. You see the Swiss has been leaking its way down in a good way for the Swiss. It's gaining against the dollar, making new lows, very positive. You can see right there. You see we've been in that weekly sell now for 2, 3, 4, 5, going on a 6th week. You can see the fast algorithm on the weekly is 7 weeks, but then it jumped up here and went back down again. That's why we follow the slow more than we follow the fast. We just, on short-term trading and trading with options, we utilize both. But when it comes to the hard delta, we say follow the green and the white. All right. Oh, there we go. Who we got here this morning? Finally, someone saying something. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Euro Swiss. Let's check out Euro Swiss. Let's see what that looks like. All right. We used to have Euro Swiss up on the screen. There's Euro GBP. Let's find Euro Swiss. Let's put that thing on there. Let's do this. Let's go with that. Activate that. And we will copy that. Copy. And then we'll paste that. Paste. And we'll put Euro Swiss in there and see what it looks like. Activate. And we click it. And we do this and that. And let's change the spot like so. There we go. Now how about that? We don't have a Euro Swiss. Isn't that interesting? Let's add it. Euro Swiss. Add symbol. cash EUR, look up. Now, we used to follow that, especially during that crazy calamity back in 2016, I guess it was, where they stopped, I guess, supporting the Euro Swiss. CHF. There it is. There we go. Yeah. Matter of fact, our math picked up on that so well. We followed that for a while because that was a fascinating time where it had a massive move, really shook up the currency world for a bit, and then straightened out. All right, let's get that up on the screen now. Double click on that. Go like that. And there's Euro Swiss. Excellent day. So there's that loading up, and then we're going to put it up on our beta too at the same time, just to get a flavor of how well it. Oh, you know what? I'm sure that we won't be able to put it on the beta because there's no futures contract to it. So we'll just have to go with this until we get the Dukascopy feed. All right, there we go. Close, and then there it is. And you can see let's widen it out a little bit. Let's see. Let's go with the weeklies first, and we'll go to the dailies. So there is the weekly buy right there. It's going like that. We'll do the extension right there. And then the daily buy is right there. So it was in the daily buy. You couldn't be short without a doubt. You may not have been all the way long, but you definitely wouldn't have been short through the math. So that's good. And then we'll create a red one, and then we'll move them back and forth, and you'll be able to see the actual actions of them. Let's find, there's the sell right there. Let's put that in, the weekly sell, like so. There's your weekly sell. Oh, we got to change that color too, to pink. Pinky, pinky, pink. There we are. And then we'll put the daily sell in. So there was a sell there. And then, did it get into the, let's move this over just as a marker if nothing else. Yeah, so it went into a buy right there again. So this became the buy, like so. Then it went into a sell again right there. No, two in a row. How about that? Right there. So you got into the sell right here the day before. I guess it's right over there like that. There we go. So you were in a sell right here. Right there, you were in a sell. And then the next day, I'm sorry, there it is. We're in a sell right there. On that day, right there. And then the next day, it clocked it. Bang! Instant gratification. And then let's see what else we got going on here. So then that's that. Now let's go to the next weekly buy again. There is that it right there? That's the next weekly buy. Let's see. Plot 1 is, yep, that's the weekly buy right there. So it gets into a weekly buy there. Let's see where the daily buys. So we have all those hesitations. Still in the sell to there. Then it goes into the buy. So it goes into the sell here. And is in the sell all the way down to here. It goes into the buy off of this bounce. And it's been in the buy. You can almost say that. It's been in the buy since here, I guess. So I move it over to right there. So it went into the daily buy right here. And has been in a buy all the way up till right here. And at the same time, we're in a weekly buy. So that was a nice winner chicken dinner. And then it's in a sell for a couple days. And it doesn't do anything good out of it. And now we are for the last 2 days. Right there, back in the buy again, and we're in a weekly buy. So that's really trying to point up. And I guess this, what is that? Let me put my cheater glasses on. Where the hell's my cheater? Over my head. No wonder I can't find them. All right. What is that number there? 96. What we got here? 95.5, 96 even, 96.5. This thing's going after the 97. That's what it's doing. It's going after that 97. That's what it's doing. It's going after the 97. When was the last time it pierced that 97? A while back in July. So it looks like it's going to go possibly challenge that, especially with it in this weekly buy for the last 4 weeks and in a daily buy since, where was it? Was it right there? So it was in a daily buy for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18 days in the daily buy. All the way to this nice little peak. Then it goes into the sell-off of that slam. Doesn't do much work. You can't take it because we're in the weekly buy, so it doesn't really matter. Even the fast algorithm on the weekly is still in the plus. The slow is cleanly in the plus. So it's saying up and away still. That's what it's saying. We'll see how it does there. A lot of times the topping of a market will, it'll give us a daily buy and a weekly buy, and the next thing you know is it goes right back into the daily sell. We'll see. But it looks like the strength is there. It looks like it wants to go after the 97 for sure. We're close to it, let's put it that way. And we're not that far off to begin with. It's at 96.74. You're only talking 25 points, and then it may climb up even further when we go back further to see where it had gotten to before. What was there? There's 98. That's a 98 up in there. So, and it kind of build a base here. That's interesting. Is in the 97s. Could be a little choppy, but the strength looks like it's still coming. Especially with the weekly, this little weakness, the fast, notice how the fast is curved and hit the manifold there, but it's still in a plus, because here's the plus line. Let's put the plus line in there. Right there's the plus line. So neither of them are challenging it, and the manifolds, these two mirror image things here, are showing a lot of strength in here. You see when it did it here, still climbing in. When they both curve together, we start to get that break. So let's watch for the curve in the weekly, and then obviously we were in the daily sell. Let's go back with that curve. It goes into the daily sell right there, and it tries. Let's see, it goes into a buy, and then it slams itself. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it goes into a buy for 2 days and goes into a sell here. It's really choppy there. Interesting stuff. So then I guess we go into a sell right there again. What a choppiness this is. The early October. How's that, Kelly? A-okay? All right. Let's go to now. Where were we? We were looking at Swiss, right? So we looked at Euro Swiss. Cool. Hey, no problem. We love finding new adventures to look at. So, we have no problem giving you an opinion. As I sip my tea, coming into the first half hour of the webinar. That's my third sip of the tea. It's an AM over here. We're in the morning still. It's going on 8 a.m. here in the States. All right, from there we go over to the yen. There's the yen. It went into that sell right there, and it's been sliding down since. Let's put it up on J4X. Oh, you know what we should have done? Let's just do one more thing. Let's put the Swiss, Euro Swiss, into the J4X. See that? EUR. I guess let's do this thing like that. CHF. Here it comes. Here it comes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. There we go. Hey, I'm a currency trader. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Showed a lot of strength. Just a little hesitation in here, and then coming back into it again. Right there, the last 3 days. So in this case here, right there, the fast was at 40.2, and the slow was at 50. So it was still in the minus. So yesterday it went into the buy here on that one right there. All right, that's cool. Now let's throw Mr. and Mrs. Yen up there. There we are. Dollar yen. All right, there. And the yen, interesting. Yen has been really rolling over nicely. You can see it there. It looks like a waterfall. Sliding down, trading at 9.2. And the the slow is trading at 22, where the fast is trading at 9.3. So wow, over 50%. Interesting action going on there. And what else can we say about it? Let's put it up on. Now there's a futures contract to that. Can't wait to get our data feed. I was talking with Jeff last night. He said he's sending another email or text or something like that. Let's see, 6J. We're looking for the 6J. There it is, right there. And there's 6J. And there it is right there. And remember, this works in reverse to the spot. So it's climbing like a mountain instead of falling like a waterfall. See, it's climbing up. You can see there, the weekly's been 6 weeks now in a, there's 3 weeks now. This is the third week in a buy. And over here on the old platform, it's just 1 week going into it now as we speak. And then I bet we're 2 weeks at least on J4X. Let's see what that looks like. 1 week also. Okay. So the beta is picking this up even faster. I can't wait till the spot starts to trade on the beta. I am looking forward to that. With Dukascopy data, that'll be cool. And you can see right there, this is going on a third week in the buy. In the future, which means it's the third week in a sell on the spot. That's what that means. Because remember, the crazy futures in the United States don't always match up to the spot. They do the reverse. So that's a dollar yen, not a yen dollar. And so that's what it comes down to. So we're looking at spot. It is dollar yen. And we look at the futures, it's yen dollar. So it's reversed out. You can see there it's pressing down for the first week, just like J4X. But when it comes to our beta, that's why we have a beta. That's why we have our baby beta. And you can use it too for free for a while, because we want people to kick the tires on it. There it is. Look at that. Right there. This is a third week in that move. All right. Now from there we go to the great experiment. We talk about the great experiment every day because it keeps on closing at all-time highs every day. So, the financial media is not exactly pushing the story, but we talk about it here. We like to talk about reality. In other words, if you have €5 in your pocket, but you tell people you have 10, and they say, okay, because it's in your pocket, we can't see it, so we have to believe it. And then when you say you'll buy something for €6 and you only have 5, then something is wrong. That's the only way we can follow things, is with real numbers, real action. And we do it live here every day for over a decade. There are videos over and over and over of our work. Over and over and over and over and over. So let's find the great experiment right there. There it is. Look at that thing. It looks like an Elon Musk rocket. Breaking gravity. And let's put it over here. And there it is there. Same thing, like, oh, poor thing looks really choppy. Oh my goodness! But it's at another closing high. It closed the yesterday was a closing high. The day before that was a closing high. I believe that was, not sure if it was or wasn't, but then these three were closing highs. It just keeps on going, closing highs. And you got to figure right here in this big box is when they took interest rates and moved them from 12.5 to 25%. You see how well that worked for 3 days. I am sure Adam Smith would have had a very strong opinion about that. And I'm sure it would not be polite. Well, it would be polite. It just would not be the same as, the former prime minister / the president now of Turkey's economic philosophy. Because when you have a currency go from 1.5 to 31.5, ow! That definitely shows pain. It has inflation like Brazilian inflation, 140 or 150%. I know that the government claims it's only 61%. Well, 61% inflation, no matter what, is not fun. We in America are playing with 4 and 5% inflation, and we're not happy about that. And we've seen it run to 10. So, Jojo, the basement president, he has shown us how to take inflation from 1.4 to 10. They called it transitory for a year and 3 months. For 15 months they called it transitory. Then finally thought, oh, maybe it's not. Let's hope he's transitory. All right, so there is the great experiment, Turkish lira against the euro, or in this case it's euro Turkish lira. Right, from there we go over to the number one, the big number one, the kahuna, the number one brick currency in the world. And that is the South African rand, right there. You see it's been kind of firm the last couple of days, but when it comes to the closing, trades themselves are very tight. So we've seen gold go down and kind of plateau. And let's take a look at Mr. and Mrs. Gold right there. There we go. You see it's lifting up today after trying to go down a little bit and then having to slide from it. You can see there we are 6 full days in the daily buy. We are flirting on the edges of that weekly sell. And then when we go over to the futures contract, let's find Mr. and Mrs. Futures and all the little futures. Let's see. I just saw something go by. GC, GC, GC. There it is. And there, you can see we are on the second week of the weekly sell. See it right there. You see that pressure? And it's looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling fine, Lewis. You see that? That's our memorial movie to 9/11. And you can see right there, it's going on a second week in a sell. That's what has us deeply concerned, is we say that this might be a top in here. Because if this thing stays in a weekly sell for the end of this week, you have to wonder, what are they going to do to the metals contract? I mean, are they going to drive it down hard somewhere or what? And this is a shortened week, This is going to be, we only have till tomorrow when it comes to our weekly math. Now, we'll be here live on Thursday and Friday. We will. And we will be looking at the markets and looking at whatever markets are trading and seeing if there's any excitement and twisting and turning and, all the good stuff that always occurs. Alrighty. Righty. Let's do this. So from gold, we go to, let's see right there, we're going to save that too. Let's go to, we go over to silver. Let's see what the silver, I saw silver was underneath, but with the strength in gold today, you would assume it's not. Yeah, see the weekly still just minus 0.02, just hanging by a thread, pushing down. You can see here, same situation, which is kind of funny. On the daily, we're at minus 0.02. Both are feeling the pressure. And, it was 3 weeks in a buy, and it's trying to fall into the weekly sell there on the silver. And you can see right here, still pressing down. And let's see what it says over on the beta. Beta, beta, beta. You too can play with the beta if you like. For free. Free. All right. There you go. And there it is. You can see here it's the daily is trying to press down also, just like it's doing right there. And let's see what the weekly looks like. Right down in there. See, that's 5 weeks in a weekly buy. That's not rolling over as much. So, and at the same time, was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay. So, as you see here, it went in and out a little bit. Went into a sell, went back into a buy, and there was 3 weeks. This is the 4th week. And so that never occurred on the beta. The beta just went into the buy. Huh. Cool. That's why I'm concerned about gold. All righty. Righty. Let's go to copper. Let's see what the copper's doing. We're looking in the eyes of the soul of China. Definitely copper is the gold of China, and you can see right there it's in a weekly buy for 3 whole weeks. You can see it's been in a daily buy for 7 full days, and it's been climbing from the, where did it climb from? From here. It climbed from the 365 area and is almost touched 380. It touched 383. So you have yourself about an 18-cent move in that signal, which is pretty cool. Now what happened there? Cool. Okay. Now, from there, let's take a look at it over here. Over here. Over there. The Yanks are coming. Let's see, where is it at? Let's put this ZAR up on there too. We like to keep ZAR just to reflect the action we're seeing, you know. And there's ZAR. And then let's get, let's see, copper up over here. You see we are a 2nd week in the buy, whereas the beta was the 3rd week. And as you can see here, the daily is matched up about the same. There is 5 days, 6 days going on 7 days. And I think we're 6 days over here. Is that what that is? No, we're 7 days also right there. So that's fine. We are fine. Fine as kind, as they would say in Maine. All right. From there, we go and look at Mr. and Mrs. Platinum. Let's see what the Platinums are doing today. Mr. and Mrs. Platinum. And save it right there. Yes. All right. Now we'll go to Platinum. There we go. And there is Platinum. It's a 2nd week in a buy. And it is 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a buy. And let's see what the futures contract tells us over on the beta. Beta. You can see beta too. Beta. Boom. There it is. And the beta shows us, just count it up there, 3, 7, okay. And so there's the beta. It is 6 days in a buy, not 7. And it's 3 weeks in a solid buy and 4 out of 5. So there you go. That's the action we see there compared to right there where it's gone ziggity, zaggity, ziggity, zaggity. So weekly buy, sell, buy. Whereas on the beta, it is in the buy from here. Went into the sell from here and went into the buy from this action right here. So you'd have been able to catch this ride. Because right here it was in the sell. So it makes it hard to try to catch some of that ride. All right, traders. That is that when it comes to the metals complex. Does anybody have an opinion or would like to look at anything specifically in the metals contract area? And if not, what we will do is we will slide our way over to energies. Energy. Another sip of my tea. Because we only have like 10 minutes left. All right. Now let's go check out crude oil. We'll put that up on this right there. That is the January contract. You see it's going on a second day in a buy. You see we are still in the weekly sell. It does not care. Now we go over here and let's go find C. I guess we got to remove the Z. Let's remove that and put the January in there. So let's do that. Let's see right there. Contango. Let's see if we have any others too. Let's see. That's there. Let's see if we have a CL equals F thing going on. CL equals F. Sometimes that's how we get the feed. CL equals F. No, I don't see any CL equals F. Alright, so let's straighten that out. There we go, and log in. And then we go to ticker subscriptions. And we go to there, and we get rid of it. And we go and we get rid of the GC. Where's GC? And we fix it. Actually, we fix it, I guess. There it is right there. And then we delete it. Yes, I'm sure. There we are. And then we go add it. Oh, wait a minute. I deleted the wrong thing. I deleted gold. I didn't mean to delete gold. I won't worry about it. We'll go fix that later on. We want to delete oil. Ugh, I just blew that up. Let's see. Oil. Charlie Larry. Charlie Larry. There it is. Charlie Larry. Let's delete that. Yes, I'm sure. Charlie Larry. Charlie Larry. Mo Larry Curly. Mo Larry Curly. Mo Larry Curly. Let's delete that. Can I delete that? There we are. Now let's put the other one in, and that is their ad. And their ad, and Charlie, Larry, Frank, 24.cmx. Let's just double check that, make sure that is the right symbol. Let's see, where are you? Right there. Charlie, Larry, Frank, 24. There it is. Oh, maybe it's NYM. That's what it is. NYM. So let's just grab it and fix it. I'm glad I tried looking it up at the same time. Copy. Let's put it in the symbol there. There it is. Paste. And save. And let's just add this one again too. Add. Let's put gold in there while I'm adding. GCZ24. Make it capital. And while we're doing that, let's put it up on the beta screen. Let's do this. Let's go with that mouse right there. Mouse in the house. Mice. There's mice. Do 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 do. In the store. In the store. Okay, so that's still there. So that's fine. Now let's see if we can find. There it is right there. And there we go. Okay. Let's kill that. And let's close that. All right. And there you can see right there the daily going in the second day. You can see this thing's been in a weekly sell now for 10 full weeks, if not more, on the beta. The beta has never turned it up. And you can see it's been just driving down at the same time. Pressure on the down. It might have jumped up at times. The daily would have protected you. But more than that is that you wouldn't really want to take a long to begin with. All you wanted is shorts or neutrals. And then we go over to, let's take a look at North Sea oil. Let's go check that out. And that's got to be starting to get long in the tooth also. BZF, and there is, that is North Sea. As you can see, can you see? Oh, you can't see. All right, you didn't see that 10-week thing. We'll show it to you again. And so there's North Sea the last 2 days. At the same time, it's just like crude. Excuse me. It's the same as the Brent. 10 weeks in a cell, just pressing down as it goes from here down and up and then back down again even more. And same thing is occurring in right there. That's the January oil. Same action. And this is West Texas Intermediate. Oh, let's try that again. There we go. Now it's adjusted. And you can see the same thing. Long weekly sell. Short little buy going on for a day or two here. And a lot. And we talked about that yesterday too. Docs, sure, I lost dollar yen review. Can we see it again? Most definitely. Let's go from there. Here's the dollar yen. Let's see, right there. And you can see it's been waterfalling down nicely. And it's in a weekly, it's trying to go into the weekly sell now. And when we go and look at our beta with the, where's it at? 6J right there. Remember, it's a reverse, so it's not yen dollar pairs trade. The futures contract's the reverse of it. It's the dollar yen trade. So that's been in a shift, a weekly trend for 3 weeks now. Whereas all, J4X and us are just 1 week just pressing in, which is interesting. So, I'm impressed that it's here. I don't really think we're going to get to the 142s. We were kind of thinking that it would probably play with like the 146, and it sure is right now. Look at that. It's at 47, 46. Wouldn't surprise me if it finds ways to base in this area. The best I could imagine is here, but maybe they're going to change policies. They're kind of like the way Turkey is. They seem to be locked in a policy for 30 some odd years. And as you can see, like, let's just show it to you on the beta right there. The yen, and when we look at the Nikkei right there, there's the Nikkei on our beta. You can see that the Nikkei, which is trading in the 33,000 area, basically. The all-time high is 39,000 almost 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Not 3 years ago, 30. And it's gone from 39,000 down to like 7,000. Then bounced up to like 15,000 and then back down again and up again. And then we started to get some support in here. It's obviously a currency translation we're looking at, And so, when we see that, we're at like 45-year highs in the yen a couple days ago, like 5 days ago. And so the yen has been really beat up. And I think it did a closing high of 45 years ago. It broke the last one from last year. And so we're seeing a lot of action there. They've just got rid of the finance minister. And they have a new Bank of Japan president. This is his first year. And he's doing all kinds of experiments and trying to figure things out, like the way they're doing in Turkey. So, the man became, Bank of Japan, and we saw the currency go from like 112 to 145 or 148. Is that 151? I don't know. What is that? 151, almost 152. So, that was a massive, that's a 50% move almost. It's like a 44% move since the new president of the Bank of Japan. So there's a lot of cross-current situation going on, and that's why we trust our math more than we worry about the story. What's the story? So, how's that? I hope that helped you out, Kelly. And let's see, where are we at this point? Let's just take, we got a few more minutes. We're coming in, we're putting our wheels down and getting ready to land. So let's check out, what are we to? Oh, natural gas. Let's go see what natural gas is doing. But Kelly, if you see anything you want to see, just shout it out now. We'll go right to it. I have no problem jumping around. There's natural gas. Natural gas in the States is trading at $2.87. And then what we do is we look at the natural gas we go right here, and we look at natural gas on J4X right there. You can see that same, it's the American natural gas, not European. So it's in that $2.88 area. And then what we do is we go and look at a energy company in Spain that seems to be much more identifying and predictive of the price of natural gas in Europe. And so there it is right there. And you can see it's trading in the 27s. We've been disappointed because it challenged the 25 at one point right there. And we were in the 25 area no more than less than a month ago. We thought, oh man, maybe this will help out the Europeans, but oh no. Oh no. It's not helping them out enough. And then let's find it on here you'll see it through Chicago Quant's algorithms right there on the beta. And the beta showing you that it keeps on finding ways to go up. And at the same time, right there, weekly buy for 5 weeks. So, ow. That's all I can say is ow. All right, traders, we're out of here. This is Doc from North America telling you that tomorrow is a partial Friday here in the States. And so tomorrow is TG, thank goodness, it's AIAF. Thank goodness it's almost Friday, because it's I guess you could say it's a derivative Friday. That's what it is. It's derivative Friday. All right, traders, catch you tomorrow, same time, same channel. So, happy trails to you until we meet again. Hopefully you'll meet me here tomorrow. Happy trails to you, to all our trading friends. Later, traders. Welcome back, Janos.